Welcome to Three Hoodoo Sisters. Today we're going to learn how to do a love spell. Now, there's actually two types of spells when I'm doing a love spell. It's either a love spell to bring a certain person in, or to make yourself more attractive, more desirable. But today we're going to do a spell which I'm going to use to try to attract someone to you, or a certain person that you may just want to get their attention. Now, you can either use red candles or you can either use pink candles. Now, just so you guys know, pink candles work a little bit slower, I think. Red candles are more intense. I prefer to use sometimes both red and pink candles at the same time. But right now, this is my first video and I'm not trying to really scare you guys too much. So what I'm about to do is just a basic love spell. I've given this spell to a few clients and some of them have had really great results and some of them needed something a little bit stronger, but it may work for you and it may not. But hey, why not take a chance? Most of these items are like within your home. I'm going to be using oils and herbs, and I'm going to show you a few herbs that are sitting in your kitchen right now that you can actually use to do love work. Now, I must give a warning before I teach you guys about doing love work. Whatever you do, just be ready to accept the results. Some people will get amazing results and some people will get nothing. Some people will get a little bit more than they expected and they weren't really prepared. But right now, just be warned that sometimes these spells work very well. So if you're not ready to take this relationship or whoever you're trying to attract to the next level, this may not be the spell that you want to use. So, all right, guys, let's start. First thing you're going to need to do is to get some Florida water. So that's Florida water. Where can I get Florida water? You can get Florida water at any store that sells spiritual supplies. You can buy it on Amazon.com. You can Google it. It normally runs between $3 to $5. Okay, so you can also buy it at some Hispanic grocery stores or some Haitian grocery stores or really any foreign store. But I would recommend, if you don't have access to those type of stores, I would just tell you just go online and just order it. They can. So now that you have your pink candle, what type of candle is this? It's called a 7-day candle. I was raised in the Catholic faith, so I'm very familiar with 7-day candles. I use them for a lot of my candle spells. So what you have right now is a pink candle, and pink really works with the heart chakra. And so what we're going to do is use the pink candle to try to sort of get into your victims. No, I'm calling them a victim, but to get to whoever you're trying to get to's heart. So basically we're going to use pink. And one thing, when you're washing the candle with the Florida water, you're going to put some in your hands and you're going to rub downward, okay? You're not going to rub up, you're going to rub down. You don't need a lot of Florida water. So just put it in your hands, rub it down, and then rub down the candle, okay? And get a clean white face cloth and just wipe it down, or a paper towel and just wipe it down. Make sure to pour a little bit of Florida water. Let me just show you. Inside of the candle. So there it goes. So now you have your oils. Now, for those that do not have access to oils, I'm actually going to make another video on how to make your own oils. Believe it or not, it's not hard to make your own oils. I'll be posting a video about that within the next week. But for those that do not have oils, that's fine. I'm going to show you another alternate route. But let me... So here are the herbs. I know some people are like, cinnamon sugar, pure clover honey, chili powder. What type of spell is this? Well, it's called an attraction spell. Okay, so some people are like, oh wow. Believe it or not, half of the stuff you do spell work with is basically sitting in your kitchen. If you think about it, you want it to be sweet and you want it to be hot. You don't even have to use cinnamon and sugar. You can just use sugar, or you can use just honey, or you can use chili powder. Okay, so right now these are things that everyone should pretty much have in their cabinet, or their next door neighbor, or somebody has this. It's just regular cinnamon sugar from the store. Like, there's nothing any different. It's just normal sugar. So let me put that right there again, because I don't feel like, because I'm holding the camera. Chili powder, just regular chili powder. Chili powder makes it hot. It makes it hot, people. It spices up that sex life too. So let me just get this pure clover honey. I don't normally use clover honey, but I just decided to just use clover honey because it was cheap and it was sitting in my cabinet. So these are the 3 ingredients. So here we are, guys. We have pretty much all of our supplies. I only picked 2 oils. I picked patchouli and Come To Me, okay? And it's okay, guys, if you don't have the oil. That's perfectly fine. You can still do the work without it. Now, here's what we're going to do first. Before you do spell work, you want to change the environment. So what I'm going to tell you to do is to play some type of romantic music, or you can play some type of sexual music. It's strictly up to you. Like, so I prefer to play a lot of things dealing with manifestation. So what I would do is play something that I am attractive. I can attract this man. He wants me. So while you're doing the work, you have to really start calling upon the energy of wanting him or her to want you. So what I'll do at times to set the mood is I'll burn, incense that smells very sweet. I'll play something romantic, or I'll play an attraction song. I'll play something to shift the mood. So while you're doing the spell work, you want to shift the mood. I also recommend that you sage. I'll also be making a video about the importance of saging, especially as spiritual workers, having to clear the energy before we do any type of work, okay? Because if you're doing work back to back, you need to be very careful, because you don't want whatever energy is lingering in your home or within your workspace to go on your work or somebody else's work, okay? So what's the first thing I would do is, I would love to show you guys, but I'm holding the camera, so I'm kind of stuck right now. But what I would do first is I would take the oil, which is right here. Okay, take it, rub it with both palms. Okay, both palms. You don't need a lot of oil. You only need probably 1 or 2 drops of oil. Your oil should always last you a really long time, unless you're constantly doing spiritual work, which it won't. So what you'll do, you'll hold the candle with both hands and you'll do an upward motion. Okay, an upward motion. You're not going down. Down is not good for love work. That means you're taking away. When you're going up, you're putting back. You're putting back. So you're going to rub the oil on the outside. You can either choose to rub both oils on the outside, or you can just choose to just rub one. I always like to rub one oil on the outside. That doesn't mean you have to do it. Now, I'm not about to waste oil, but what I would do was take the candle and take your oil and just put a few drops. Bam, 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 bam. All right, take a few drops and just throw it in there. Okay, just throw it in there, and you're not trying to flood the candle. A few drops, okay, one drop in each hole. Then you'll take the other one, of course, and you'll repeat the same thing. And while you're putting the oil in there, okay, you have to have thoughts of attraction, thoughts of pulling him towards you, thoughts of wanting this person to show some type of interest in you. Then what I would do is I would take the cinnamon sugar, okay? So here's the cinnamon sugar, and what you can do is sort of sprinkle, you know, just a tiny bit inside of the candle. But remember, the biggest part is to manifest. What you're doing is you're actually shifting energy. Okay, so while you're shifting energy, you have to shift your mood. That's like one of the most important parts of doing spiritual work. Your work will come out like crap if you're messy, if you're sloppy. Now with honey, that's why when you're using honey, guys, in a spell, you're going to take the honey, okay, and you're going to put it around the edges, okay, around the edges, okay. You're not going to just put it right in the center. That will burn out the wick, okay. So then you're going to take the pepper, either put it in the hole or around the edges, okay. Then what you're going to do is, I forgot to tell you guys this, you're going to take this picture, okay, and with a red pen, you're going to mark his name going diagonally, repeatedly throughout the whole picture, and you're going to write your name going horizontally throughout the whole picture, okay? And while you're doing this, think about attracting him. Think about catching his attention. Spiritual work is the manipulation of energy, okay? That's what a lot of people don't understand. You're manipulating energy. Everything is energy. So you have to put a lot of energy into writing this person's name in and out. I'm sorry, I'm saying in and out, horizontally and diagonally, okay? So guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. This was my first video, so please be patient. My next video is going to be so much better. I was just really anxious to just get something out there. If you want more information on the spell, you can go. And again, if you have any questions or if you would like spell work done, please contact us at 3hoodoosisters@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. And remember that there's always magic in your life and there's magic in your words.